What if I told you you could buy a TV that launched at $11,000 for $2,800? Well, guess what? You absolutely can. And I'll be telling you how in this video a little bit later. But first, we gotta go over what OpenBox is. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, Tech with KG. Today, I'm gonna be bringing you guys a few potential deals that you might have an opportunity to pick up if you are lucky. But before I do that, if you guys could kindly hit the like button so that this video could be spread out to more people, thank you so much. Now, I want to make sure that you guys know that this is a YMMV type deal, which means your mileage may vary. But this is the time of the year that Best Buy wants to move off a lot of their old products. And there's a high likelihood of you finding some of these deals being actually available. I checked a number of these personally and I saw that they were available in my area. So I'm thinking you guys might have a good chance as well, but I can't guarantee anything. So before we break down all the TVs available, it's important to understand Best Buy's open box procedures. I am a former Best Buy sales employee and I also spent some time working at the Geek Squad where we designate labels to inspect the TVs after they are returned. I no longer work there, but I'll give you some of the secrets that I learned when I did work there. There are 4 main designations of open box. I will now display these designations on the screen for you right now so you can take a look at it while you listen to me talk. Overall, I'd say these designations are a pretty decent indicator of what the quality of the TV is in, but there are exceptions to that. And usually it's just cosmetics, so even if you see a TV that is in satisfactory condition, there's a lot of times where there's really nothing wrong with it. So now that you understand these designations, I gotta let you in on a little bit of a secret. Best Buy wants to get rid of all of these products as fast as possible, especially the older models. So oftentimes you will see a perfectly fine TV designated as an open box fare. And this happens a lot actually. I've seen new TVs actually get moved to open box fare because they were so old that they just made it past the clearance price and they're still on the shelf. If you ever come across a model from last year and you see it's marked as excellent or satisfactory, you should ask if you could speak to a manager where you'll implement the next tactic that I think almost always works with open box TVs, and that's the negotiation tactic. Oftentimes you'll see a TV that is marked as excellent, but it's last year's model, and all you have to do is speak to a manager on the floor and tell them that you want to buy this open box TV, but you're a little hesitant with it because it is an open box model from last year and it might be a little bit out of your budget. So if you say those few things, you have a high likelihood of getting the lowest price possible on that open box TV. Now, you might not think that this works, but trust me, I've seen it happen a ton, and managers actually like when you do this because they are moving inventory that they look at as a loss anyway. You can even often get them to throw in a 2-year warranty for free or a deeply discounted 5-year warranty. For example, if you're buying an OLED open box, mention burn-in and they will likely offer you a discounted warranty. Now, if you're buying a OLED open box, you're definitely always going to want to grab that Geek Squad protection because it's important to know that a lot of these discounted models were either converted from returns or they sat there for in-store models. And if they're in-store models, you definitely want to get that warranty. Now, you have to remember they also have a lot of hours on them. So while you can get away with it on most LCDs, it's never a bad idea to add the warranty to the LCDs anyway. Now, I've personally bought a few open box TVs before without a warranty and they worked just fine. In fact, I still have a JS7000 from a few years ago, and I also have a Q7FN that was open box that is still working just fine. No issues at all with that TV. Okay, so with all of that stuff with open box out of the way, let's get into the nitty gritty and find out which TVs are really worth picking up. And these are just a few TVs. Make sure you check the website for all the TVs. Alright, so all the TVs that I'm going to be talking about today are from last year, 2020 models. And the first one I want to talk about is the Samsung 85-inch 8K 950TS. This was Samsung's flagship King LCD of last year, and it's probably the best looking TV in terms of design with its infinity bezel. And wow, man, it is just spectacular. It launched at $11,000 and it closed out at $8,000 if you can find one in your area. it can be yours for as low as $2,810, which is an absolute steal. Under 3K? Yes, please sign me up every day. I would take that deal. Next up, I heard you guys liked OLED, so what about the Sony A9G Master Series OLED? It's an absolutely fantastic TV, and the 77-inch can be found for $2,000 open box, which is insane for a 77-inch OLED. If you can find the 65-inch, it could be yours for $1,400, and the 55-inch is as low as $800. This is definitely one of those where I would try to negotiate a warranty with the price, but if you can't, it's still worth buying and picking up the warranty if you can find one of these models. For sure, I think this deal is pretty crazy to me. So maybe these TVs aren't sophisticated enough for you so far, so how about you show off your fancy artsy side with the 75-inch Samsung frame for $900. This TV is normally about $2,800, and while I wouldn't buy it myself for a main watching TV, I do think the aesthetic reason of owning this TV is pretty cool. So you're probably hearing a lot about the X95J, but if you can't quite afford that 85-inch size yet, what about last year's version of the 85-inch 950H for $1,775? This is a really good deal for an 85-inch TV of this quality, and I think a lot of people will be happy with this TV if they ended up picking it up. Now, maybe you want an 8K TV just for the sake of saying you have an 8K TV. Well, a good TV for that would be the 75-inch Samsung Q850T 8K TV for $1,300. This TV is an absolute steal at that price, and while it may not be as good as the 950TS, it is still a pretty good TV overall, and really a 75-inch TV at this price of this quality, that's hard to beat, man. So maybe you're a fan of LG OLED, and I think we all are at this point, but maybe you just want to save some money and get the LG C10 or G10 from last year. Well, a 77-inch G10 can be yours for $2,600. That is insane for a 77-inch TV, as well as the 65-inch can be yours for $1,300, and the 55-inch can be found for $800. This is a really good deal. The price drops also apply to the C10 as well, but the G10 for whatever reason seems to be cheaper. So make sure you look into that deal, because I do think anybody looking for an OLED, if they can get them to throw in that burn-in protection, then I think this is a really good deal. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of these open box deals, and are you going to be trying to pick one of them up? I would love to know. As always, if you guys are buying anything at all on Amazon and would like to support the channel, the affiliate links to all the gear that I use and all the TVs that I've checked out this year are in the description below. If you guys want to keep watching more TV discussion or reviews, click one of the videos at the end of this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.